Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 7th. Welcome back to the shop. So what I have going on for today is a lot of end of the year stuff and beginning of the year stuff. So I have some accounting and stuff to do and some invoices to take care of, and there's a bunch of other stuff I'm just not thinking of that I need to do right now. We have a meeting with our accountant tomorrow, so I've got to get all of that in line for end of the year taxes, sales tax, all that kind of stuff that just has to be handled anytime a month and or year ends. So if I have any time for knife making, it'll be working on the handles, that I still have not yet gotten up to hand sand. So that's my day. We got a new tin roof order in, which is exciting, so I'll get that in inventory and up on the wall. So super stoked about that. All the other stuff is pretty mundane, making sure I have all the paperwork, in making sure it's all done right, etc., etc. I won't bore you with any more of that. So hopefully I can get that done fairly quickly, and I can have some time for finishing those handles, because Saturday was awesome busy. Loved it. Literally every time Daniel and I sat down to a grinder, within 5 minutes someone was coming in either for sharpening or to purchase knives. So we got very little knife making done until like 3:30 or so. But it was great. We had a great time. So hope to just be able to catch up a little bit from what I was supposed to get done Saturday. Until tomorrow, I'll see you then. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 8th. So what I got accomplished yesterday is kydex. So I got all the kydex cut and folded for all of the knives I'm currently working on handles for. That's the only thing I got accomplished, because like I said, I had to deal with taxes and compressor. The motor came, so that I took the wall off and started prepping, because I have a friend, Trevor. He's going to come over and help mount that motor so we can get our compressor up and running again. Also had a really cool business meeting with a guy. We did some tactical knives for him, and he's wanting to go forward with more of a production run, so this will be our first production run. So it was a really cool meeting, just really excited about the progress in that and how well those knives are performing for him. So today I will be continuing on kydex and trying to get these knives to hand sanding. Still, I know these have been really slow for whatever reason. And I also have a meeting with the accountant today, so I will be having to leave the shop for that for an hour or so. I've never done this before, so I have no idea how long it'll take. So that's my day. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great one. Good morning. It is Thursday, January 9th. So I finally got all 8 of the knives ready for hand sand. So the Giotto with the crazy fiber and ebony handle has been a standout since basically we glued it up. So we decided I'm going to do a wood saya for this one and not for the hybrid. So I'm going to do a ironwood saya for it. Right? So today I'll flatten it up and get it ready for all the milling I have to do. I've got to grind out the shape with a router bit, and then also route out some spots for the magnets, and then I'm going to cover it in felt, and then I'll glue it up, and we'll see how the rest of that goes, and then we'll be hand sanding. So the hybrid is coming along nicely. This vintage micarta is super hard to work with, and unfortunately there's some like random inclusions in it that we've had to go back and sand out, and just because it's so hard, when you do get a random scratch in it, you got to go back down almost to that grit to get it back out. So it's been a bit more of a challenge working with this vintage micarta than we thought it would be. I mean, and when you have a scratch in it, it really stands out. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a couple just really random, and we're all a bit of perfectionists, so when it's done, it will be really nice. But we decided, because we don't know how long that'll take, we're going to go forth and do the saya on the other one. The other wall handle's looking really good. This orange and orange is great. So literally what we'll be doing today is hand sanding, making a saya. I need to plan my next batch as well, so I may have Yake help me by cutting some stuff out, and I'm going to go over design again with him. We're also, with his help, we're finishing 2 more of the Athena knives. These are knives that we designed for a local gun store, and then got crazy busy. Haven't finished them, haven't delivered them to them. We were doing prototypes basically to see what they wanted in a line of knives. And so we've put this kind of project on hold until we do the hand finish stuff for them. But we're finishing these and putting them in stock. And so I'm teaching Yake how to work with Kydex. So this is his first Kydex experience, and thus far it's gone excellently. Like, if you can see the detail we got in that, and just pops out so beautifully. So he hand sanded these guys, and then we're working with Kydex. So we're gonna finish those up, do some hand sanding, start a next batch, do a Saya. It'll be a really cool day where we kind of bounce back and forth. And then also really cool news, Brandon from Trinity Workshops, I believe is his company. He's a woodworker. He does furniture, and he does some amazing cutting boards, and it's his full-time gig. So I met him at a farmer's market last week. That we were there as just consumers. We weren't there as, for the market as selling stuff, but had a great conversation with him and his wife. And so he's coming in today to show the rest of our guys what he does, to talk about doing some wholesale stuff through us with him. So super stoked about that, and looking forward to a majority full day of actual knife production. Don't need to leave, don't have other appointments besides with Brandon. So I'll get most of the day of actually making knives. So super stoked. I'll see everybody tomorrow with updates, and we'll catch you then. Good morning, it is Friday, January the 10th. So I got a lot of work done on the Saya yesterday. It is now completely glued up, so I've routed out the inside, so where that slips in beautifully, and I then route out the where the magnets go, and then I've laminated it with felt, so multiple gluings, then you glue it all together. So what I'll be doing today is bringing this down to its final shape, and then polishing everything. I'll match up this angle to here because it's a little canted, so we'll clean that up, cut the felt away, and then we will brand it probably end of the day today, and get that one ready for stock. Yake helped hand sand this guy here. He did the hand sanding and buffing, and then I put the edge on it. This thing was super acute when I put the edge on it. This is gonna cut like a beast. Absolutely love it. The handle turned out amazingly. So this is a Bradford hybrid with green box elder. Love it. Absolutely stoked. So got one knife ready to go into stock, and one that will be there. Oh, excuse me. It is going to come. And so hopefully I'll be able to get this one hand sanded today as well, and get that one into stock later on today. As well as Yake and I finished these guys up. So the Kydex holsters, sheaths are looking good. He put the edges on these guys, and so all we have to do is we had put some Renaissance wax on these to keep them looking nice. And so we'll get the Renaissance wax off with some acetone, and then we'll take photos, and those will be in stock as well. Just cool little sheaths. We put a back plate on it so you can always take that off. You can turn this any which way. Just cool. So hopefully by the end of the day we'll have 4 new handmade knives going into stock, and we'll go from there. I'll see everybody tomorrow, and have a great day. Good morning, it is Saturday, January 11th. So what I have going on for today is putting a final edge on this guy. So we got it hand sanded yesterday and looking nice. I need to reestablish the point on it at some point. I broke it off, which I'd much rather break it off in the shop than have a customer break it off. So that was too thin, which is a little bit of what I've been playing with, is how thin can we get some steel with it not breaking. So I'll be reestablishing the point on this guy and getting a final edge on it. I'll more than likely be doing more hand sanding, and I'll also be doing more grind lines. So I've been working on vaudeville. They basically got cleaned out this holiday season, and I didn't have enough in progressed enough in process to be able to get it to them before Christmas. So I'm trying to do what I can to get these to them as quickly as I can. It'll probably get to them in 2 stages because it's a bunch of knives they need. It's basically 2 full sets. So I'll be getting these out the door as soon as I can. But lots of grinding because their big chef's knife is a thick piece of steel. So I start these on a 50 grit grind line and just hog off material. So I'll clean them up. I need to make everything shiny before I do heat treating as well. So that will be today of doing grind lines and making shiny, and then hand sanding when I can. Have a great weekend, enjoy it, and we will see you back in the shop on Tuesday.